Redditors who found someone they knew on an NSFW website. What was your reaction? A friend of a friend posted to Gone Wild once. I recognized her tattoos in the room she was in. Since she didn't show her face, I assume she did it for the thrill, but wanted to be anonymous, so I never brought it up. Good on you, dude. Or gal. Gals can be dudes too. I used to be a waitress for a pretty well-known chain restaurant. I found a video of my manager having sex with a very large-breasted MILF. Come to find out he has a pretty big following in the porn industry. Was it the MILF hunter? That dude strikes me as a sleazy owner of a dive bar, but not necessarily a chain restaurant like Op mentioned. Not a website, but years ago I had problems with my cable, so I got an adult channel for free as compensation. So the first time I check it out, a parody movie was on and the girl I was dating at the time was in it. Non-sex speaking role. It was a skit in the middle of a scene. I sat on it for a few days, then after a few drinks I asked, "Don't take this the wrong way, but have you ever been in any porn movies?" Then she started laughing, saying 5 years ago she was in one and even acted out the scene. It was a unique situation to say the least. Edit. I had billing and service issues, and I was offered a slight discount on my bill for the next few months or the adult package for free. The math added up, so it was the adult package. And the movie was from a big name studio and the girl was living in Hollywood at the time and needed the money. I'd name the movie, but it wouldn't be too hard for anyone to find the scene, so yup. Least likely situation in the world. Worked in a restaurant many years ago. Had a manager housewife would come in every so often and get a camp meal. Was a giant bitch. We didn't exactly jump for joy when she rolled up. One night, we're closing up. One of the bartenders pulls me over saying, "Check this out. It's our manager's wife. Nude. Touching her naughty bits." Apparently, she had been a playmate and done some other softcore videos. Made sense in hindsight. She was the basic platinum blonde, blue-eyed, massive silicone breasts type. As fate would have it, she came in later that week. It was very evident which guys knew, based on the looks on their faces. I sent it to them to make sure they were okay with being there, since it was a sharing account that posted it, and then thought how and moved on. Probably did keep a sharper eye out for familiar faces for a while after that though. Saw my friend's parents on Seeking Arrangement once. For those unfamiliar, it's an app for sugar babies to find sugar daddies / mommies, and vice versa. It can also double as a kink dating app. Anyway, I saw their profile, clicked on it, and then remembered that you get a notification when someone visits your profile. I freaked out and blocked them, so they hopefully won't see my name. Lol. Lol, you almost messed up. Not a website, but the first time I ever went into a lap dancer's, there was a girl from my class topless dancing away. She saw me and turned her back on me, and I tried to avoid eye contact with her, but then my friend I was with called her over to us for a dance. I was mortified. She just ducking owned it though, and strutted over and winked at me with a massive smile and got on with her dance. She was great. Edit. I had remembered it slightly wrong. She did walk over to us and smiled at me, but it was only after she had danced, when she pulled her underwear to the side to show my friend her lady parts, that she looked at me and winked. I had well and truly been caught looking at my old friend's naughty bits. Worked on a job site next to a strip joint. Guys would go at lunch and come back raving over the hot dancer, but what a bitch she was. After a couple times I joined them. Imagine their surprise when I walked through the door and the girl jumped off stage, ran down and wrapped her arms around my neck. It was an old friend from HS. Me and some friends went through a strip club phase, went pretty frequently for a year or so, then it kinda died out. My BFF and her then husband started going randomly and kept telling me about this chick I'd love. We go similar thing. Old co-worker. She'd left town and came back, started stipping again to make ends meet. That girl's an Instagram influencer now. I looked at some of the comments she's getting, bunch of super thirsty teens and 20-year-olds. I bet most of them don't realize she's pushing 45 now. Almost. My husband found my doppelganger on a porn site. Her name was one letter off of mine. He told me about it and said, "You'll be much smarter than to use such a close name." Also, the doppelganger has totally different tattoos. Thanks for crediting my intelligence though. I believe the proper term for this is doppelganger. Doppelganger. Depends on how many guys you want involved. Not on a website, but a former colleague showed me pictures of her dog on her iPhone. While swiping through the pictures, she had forgotten that she also had some other pictures on it. After the last dog picture there was a picture of her lady parts with a butterfly tattoo on her pubic mount. She swiped it away, looked at me coyly, laughed and just said, "Oh, that's a picture of my butterfly." She had already quite the job and that was the last time I saw her. "Oh, you should see my caterpillar." "No, you give her a branch to land on." Pastor's kid from my high school got paid to do gay porn at some point while he was in college. Basically a jerk off video, since he was straight with some dude talking to him. Another kid found it and blasted it on Twitter. Everyone saw it, including everyone's pervy parents. Found my gay uncle on one. He has a partner and they were looking for threesomes. They know him gay too. My uncle sent me a message telling me how I was and how he thought I was hot. He was wanting to duck me with his boyfriend. I was 18 at the time and I quickly blocked him. I won't dare tell anyone in my family what happened. Gross. I've seen him twice since and each time he looks at me, you can see the shame and embarrassment in his face. I like to pretend like it never happened. I need eye bleach. I need someone to wipe my memory too, so I can never think of this again. Hey, just a quick reminder that 4 hours ago you read a comment about some dude's uncle and his BF trying to duck him. 5 hours now. Kinda surprised. She didn't strike me as the type. Way too private. Turned out she had a thing for exhibitionism. Still posts here and there and is living her best life. A good friend of mine was into softcore exhibitionism. She got off on wearing skirts and dresses without panties and, admittedly, it made being a close friend extremely difficult because teenage me wanted to rail her like a monster. Nothing is more distracting than knowing that your friend, girlfriend, wife, etc. isn't wearing anything under a skirt or dress. Ugh. I'm definitely into the whole pantyless thing. A coworker's boyfriend found another coworker's camming profile. My god. I knew her boobs were big, but the boob to nipple ratio was like 100:1. Like mosquito bites on hot air balloons. Knee ice. This guy boobs. Some dude dating a girl in my hello squadron posted nudes of her, and I felt compelled to tell her immediately. She was more than a little upset, to say the least. Saw my ex-girlfriend's tits on the internet. Was it an improvement from last time? They looked the same. It wasn't too long after we tried getting back together for the last but umpteenth time. I told her about it in a friendly manner, and she got mad at me about it. You are a loser, kid. A girl I went to high school with is in over half of the ads I see when browsing Pornhub. She was really nice in high school and she actually seems to be doing really well and enjoying what she does. The only thing that sucks is her videos look like they'd be something I'm into, but I for some reason feel like I'm creepy if I watch them. Faps are faps. As long as you're a respectful person in the comments section I doubt they'd mind. Is it still called fapping when you're a girl? Also, I totally agree. There's just something in my mind that won't let me get into it. Obviously the way around this is to ask her if she's okay with you paddling the canoe while thinking about her. We started kinda sex chatting and decided to send pics. I'm old mine fellow redditors. This was pre-cam days. He sent his first. I graduated high school with him and we were not friends. I went ahead and sent my pic back because like, what do I say? Lol, we've never spoken again and this was about 17 years ago. I was showing my friend at work this site called Reddit that I was enjoying. We decided to search the name of the city and state we work in to see what came up. We came across this post on a sub called r/random acts off blowjob for our city. The guy looking for a blowjob sounded a lot like the guy I had been dating for the past year. The great guy I had been gushing to my friends about for a year. So we messaged him with her photo. It was him. He was very excited to make plans to meet. It broke my heart. Saw a girl that looked like my friend's ex on a campsite. My curiosity got the better than me. It was definitely her. Next time I saw my mate, he got drunk and told me all about his ex that's on a cam city. Accidentally stumbled across an acquaintance's Reddit profile and she had posted a couple of nudes in one of the Gone Wild subs. I wasn't surprised at all because she's always posting on social media that she's broke and she'll send nudes for money. No big deal to me. I don't think any differently of her. Thanks for watching. Don't leave before leaving a like to this video.